Hello, amazing friends! So this week Disney went crazy and released a ton of new movie release dates for Disney, Pixar, Star Wars, Marvel, and a couple of other surprises thrown in there too. All the way through 2021. I think they did this for a couple of reasons. One, just to say, hey, you know how we've been the best? We gonna stay that way, hey! And also to get everyone excited because D23, which is kind of like the Comic-Con of only Disney things, is happening later on this summer. A lot of people have gotten super excited about all the new things they announced, and they've forgotten that Disney kind of already had a full plate lined up. So I decided to compile all of the movies Disney has released into one handy guide for your convenience. I know, I'm so helpful. What can I say? Except you're welcome. So first off, we have the rest of this year. Now I know most people probably already know all of the releases for the rest of 2017, but just in case, and because I don't think anything should be overlooked, because I do think this is gonna be a pretty awesome year, we're just gonna go ahead and jump in right here. Next up on May 5th, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. That's right, all your favorites will be back. Although that can be said for most of the movies that are coming out within the next 4 years. I am Groot! I love Guardians and I personally can't wait to see what the sequel has in store. And it's gonna kick off a rockin' summer where pretty much every 3 weeks we have a new Disney movie. Continuing along that vein, at the end of May we have the much anticipated Pirates of the Caribbean 5, Dead Men Tell No Tales, where again, all of your favorites will be back. This one's going to center around little baby Henry Turner. That's right, Turner. Which means, yes, Orlando Bloom and Keira Knightley are making an appearance in this one again. Finally. On June 16th, we have Cars 3 from Pixar, which seems to be doing its very best to say, hey, we know Cars 2 happened, and we're sorry. Please forgive us. On July 7th, we have the very much anticipated Spider-Man Homecoming. So called because Spider-Man is coming home to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's gonna be cool. It's not gonna be an origin story for once, which will be something we haven't seen from a Spider-Man movie maybe ever. I'm hyped, but Spidey's also my favorite spider hero. Then we have kind of a break until the end of the year where we get Thor Ragnarok on November 3rd, which from the only trailer we've gotten so far seems to have kind of a Guardians vibe to it. Is that the direction we're just going now, Marvel? Just all 80s all the time? I mean, I'm not mad at it, but And then on November 22nd, we get the only original so far this year. It's gonna be Disney Pixar's Coco, which is the thing I'm most excited for this year. I think when Pixar does a good original, they do it right. And then closing out this year, 'cause yes, there's more, is the much anticipated release date of all release dates for 2017, Star Wars: The Last Jedi. So many questions have to be answered. What does The Last Jedi mean? Is Luke evil now? Will Luke and Rey both die, leaving the whole galaxy to Kylo Ren? We don't know, but we will find out December 15th. And then we move right on into 2018, which is gonna be pretty jam-packed. We start off the year on February 16th with the Black Panther movie. Gonna be the first Marvel movie led by a person of color, which is pretty cool. Black Panther obviously we met in Captain America: Civil War. And then we have their first big fairy tale of the year. It's gonna be A Wrinkle in Time, directed by Ava DuVernay. I'm a little skeptical for this one. A Wrinkle in Time was not my fave when I was a kid, but this does have everyone in it, including Reese Witherspoon, Zach Galifianakis, Oprah, Mindy Kaling, and Chris Pine. So I feel like if anyone can change my mind about the story, Disney can. On April 6, 2018, we get a new exciting live action original from Disney called Magic Camp. It's gonna be about someone who wants to reignite his magic career and get others to love magic through the power of Magic Camp. And it's directed by Steve Martin, which is kind of cool because Steve Martin's first job was actually working in the magic shop at Disneyland. Moving on into more of the summer months for 2018. On May 4th, we get probably what's going to be the most anticipated movie of 2018, Avengers: Infinity War Part 1. Sure to bring back all of your favorite superheroes and leave you with a cliffhanger to make your heart ache until they finish it a year later in part 2. But in case you were worried that one big blockbuster for May was gonna leave you bored, have no fear, because later that month on May 25th, we're getting the as of yet untitled Han Solo anthology movie. And then, on June 15th, we finally get the long-awaited Incredibles 2 from Pixar. Following that up in July, we get another Marvel movie. This time it's going to be Ant-Man and the Wasp. Of course, that'll be the sequel to Paul Rudd's Ant-Man. And then on August 3rd, we have an as-of-yet untitled Disney live-action fairy tale movie. Kicking off more of the holiday season, on November 2nd, we get the live-action Mulan remake, which, even without the songs, I'm still pretty excited about. The big animated Thanksgiving movie for that year on November 22nd is going to be Ralph Breaks the Internet, Wreck-It Ralph 2. And then Disney's still not done yet, because they have one more surprise for you on Christmas Day, December 25th, 2018. We're getting Mary Poppins Returns. Of course, no one can top the Queen, but with Emily Blunt as Mary Poppins and Lin-Manuel Miranda, we will finally get to catch up with the gang on Cherry Tree Lane and see what other tricks Mary has hiding in her bag. Now, I know that was a lot to take in, but we're not done yet. In fact, as it turns out, 2018 was just a warm-up to get you hyped for 2019. That's right, if you thought Disney had a lot going on already, you will not believe what they still have in store for you. Kicking off 2019, on March 8th, we get Marvel's first female-led movie. Brie Larson's coming in as Captain Marvel. And then later that month, we are slotted to get another untitled Disney live-action fairy tale. April 2nd, we are scheduled to get an untitled Disney Toon Studios movie, which for those of you who don't know, Toon Studios are the amazing people who gave us a Goofy movie. And then on May 3rd, 2019, we get the exciting conclusion to the Avengers Infinity War. And we're still not done yet. They moved up Star Wars from its normal December release to Memorial Day weekend. So the same month we get the conclusion to the Avengers, we are also getting the conclusion to Star Wars Episode 9. Keeping the train a-rolling, on June 21st, we get Toy Story 4. July 19th, we get the Lion King remake. August 9th, we're slated for another untitled Disney live-action movie. November 8th, there's going to be an untitled Disney live-action fairy tale. The big Thanksgiving movie for the year, because we're still not done with 2019 yet, is going to be Frozen 2. That's right, guys. Everyone from Arendelle will be coming back. The craze is not over yet. And if you're a Frozen hater, I just got one thing to say to you. You're gonna have to let it go, because it's here to stay. And then closer to Christmas for that year, on December 20th, we're getting another as of yet untitled Disney live-action movie. And that is 2019. Monster of a year, am I right? Now for 2020 and 2021, since they're so far off, most of the movies they've given us a date for, they have not yet matched with a title, but let's go ahead and jump into it anyway. In 2020, on March 13th, we're getting an untitled Pixar movie. On April 3rd, a Disney live action. On May 1st, an untitled Marvel movie. On June 19th, another untitled Pixar movie. On July 10th, Indiana Jones 5. That's right, it's happening. Rounding out that summer, on August 7th, we get another untitled Marvel movie. November 6th is another untitled Marvel movie. And then the big animated Thanksgiving release for Disney in 2020 is slated to be gigantic. And I'm so excited for it. It looks amazing. The music's going to be done by the Anderson Lopez's, which are the same group of people who did Frozen. They've done a slew of Broadway shows as well. They're fantastic. Jack and the Beanstalk is a story that's near and dear to my heart. And then they've given us 3 releases so far for 2021. March 12th is an untitled Disney live action. On June 18th, an untitled Pixar. And then on November 24th, an as of yet untitled new feature from Disney Animation. There are also a lot of live action movies that they've announced, like Aladdin, the Cruella movie starring Emma Stone, Tinkerbell with Reese Witherspoon, a Maleficent 2 that they haven't put into that schedule yet, but that's pretty jam-packed. We got a lot to look forward to for the next 4 years, you guys. 2019 is going to be insane for the Disney company with all of those movies, and let's not forget that they're opening Star Wars lands in the parks as well. One thing's for sure, we are not going to run out of Disney things to talk about anytime soon. It's a great time to be a Disney fan. My question for you guys is, which of these projects are you most excited for? Go ahead and leave that down in the comments. What do you think they'll end up telling us at D23? If you guys liked this video, go ahead and give it a like. If you guys want to see other Disney content kind of like this, go ahead and hit the subscribe button so you don't miss anything from me in the future. And I will see you guys next time.